What's up, my YouTube family? Welcome back to the Gaming Brigade, and today, my friends, as I do every Monday, I'm going to take some time, go over some of the questions you've sent the channel. We're going to go over some of the things we can expect from the game this week, and more importantly, other things that we can expect from the game this month, as there are a lot of good things happening just on the horizon. Now, as always, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, and remember, we are currently having a giveaway for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced on October 2nd of this year. So the first thing I want to make sure I mention today, my friends, is the fact that both the global event and the league end today. If you go into your game and you look at your countdown, the countdown is accurate. So you can see here, my countdown from the moment I'm recording this video says 9 hours and some odd minutes. That is when it's over. So when we're talking about the Hollywood global event and the stars you may have earned, you need to make sure you spend them before that timer runs out. Now, many of you have been wondering, is this going to be the case for all events moving forward? I'm not sure, or if it's just for the season, but please be aware. Now, the other good news is that next week, a week from today, we have the new Apparel event, and I know for a lot of us out there, this is something we've been really looking forward to for a very long time. As most of you know by now, the event was to have started, I think, 2-3 weeks ago, but they delayed it because the clothing just wasn't fitting right, and they didn't want a lot of the issues we had with the first Apparel event to happen again, so I am glad they delayed it, and I'm really excited that it's starting next week. And some other things we have to look forward to, or at least I can say this is something I'm really looking forward to, and that is the Golden Bullet Global event. Your character is an absolute machine. It's so much fun to use. You're getting so many different buffs and bonuses, and if we combine that with the actual Apparel event, earning stars, earning, shade levels as well, it is going to be such a fun week. Moving on, I'd now like to get into some of the leaks that were, put out into the public last week. And as always, I'm not going to share any of them with you. However, I was getting a lot of messages from people in regards to the new legendary missions, and people were thinking those were leaks. Like, oh, I didn't want to hear about it. Why are people talking about legendary missions or new ones that we're going to be getting in the game? My friends, that is not a leak. That was introduced from the game itself on July 5th in their last newsletter. So today I kind of wanted to do a recap of the things that we know. Now, the leaks have to do with things that are involved with the story and other details, but again, I'm not going to share those here. Now, what you're looking at here is a portion of the newsletter that we got on July 5th of this year, just like a month ago, and it says a few of the things it says. First of all, it talks about the fact that one difficulty option is not enough in regards to countdown, and the game says, going forward, we plan to add more difficulty options which will become available to you with the Title Update 16 PTS this August. We are also looking at tweaking the countdown experience beyond the difficulty options listed above to make it more rewarding and enjoyable. You can also see at the bottom of the page that this is where the game first talked about the new legendary Strongholds. You can see they say Season 10 will also add legendary difficulty to the 2 remaining Strongholds, so brace yourself for storming Tidal Basin and manning National Zoo with no respawn or checkpoints. Now, another question a lot of you have is, when can we expect the PTS for Title Update 16? And I'm going to assume that's going to happen within the next week or two. I mean, these things are going to be happening really, really quick. Now, if we go back to the newsletter from last July, you can see the game says, additionally, we will continue to support the game with new Apparel events and updates focused on game health. Quality of life improvements are a high priority for Season 10, and we will be talking more about upcoming fixes in the next special report live stream, where we will take a closer look at what players can expect when Title Update 16 rolls out next month, as well as Season 11's new game mode. And keep in mind, everything I just mentioned was from the last special report, which was the beginning of July, and everything they're talking about happening is happening this month, in the month of August. So as always, as soon as I have information on the PTS or the next special report, I promise I will pass it along right away. One other thing I want to make sure I mention before I wrap this up has to do with the Specialization revamp. Now, the game said you have probably noticed that the Specialization revamp is not included in either of the remaining Year 4 seasons. We are still working on the feature and only plan to announce the release date when we absolutely are satisfied with the quality. And as we actually look at the rest of the year's timeline, you can see that we do have a lot of stuff to look forward to. So it looks like as of right now, Season 10 is going to be towards the end of August. And as you can see, there's going to be a new Manhunt, new gear, weapons, and 2 Apparel events, new countdown difficulties, new legendary difficulty Strongholds, and quality of life improvements, which they do continue to make. As we make our way into December for Season 11, we have a new Manhunt, new game mode, new gear, weapons, and 2 apparel events, and more quality of life improvements. Which brings me to talking about PC crashing, and in my opinion, and again, I don't even play on PC, but that is something that has to be addressed. Now, the game said with Title Update 16, there should be a major fix to PC crashing, so hopefully that is just around the corner, and as always, if you have any other questions or comments, please let me know, my friends. One thing I've mentioned in a few previous videos recently is the fact that all I'm doing in the game now is really trying to level up my expertise. You know, I'm still at expertise level 5. I have not gotten to really play this game since TU15 came out. I had COVID and then, you know, life stuff and just busy and things like that. So for me, there really is a lot to do in this game right now in order to, you know, feel like I've caught up to where I need to be or want to be, you know, for that matter, when all of this new stuff comes out. Now, a lot of you have reached out asking me to put together a video, you know, is it a good time to still play this game? My answer is absolutely yes, but I will be putting out a standalone video on that subject later this week. With all that being said, my friends, I'm going to start to wrap this up. As always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel and remind you, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. If you enjoyed this, you could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
Keep an eye on our building blocks that allow organisms to evolve from single-cell amoebas to complex started as nothing more than ash, giant stars, light years away. As evidenced by these images. At one point, the Martian surface. More recent water flows as well, ranging from gullies to dry streams to what appear to be ancient lake beds.
Mechanical components detected.
Agent, finding scanning parts. Setting a recovery team. Link up with them and you'll be done there.
Components identified. Suggested use. Missile construction.
They must be using a casing from the museum's collection. If they can rig with a warhead and use propulsion, they wouldn't even need a guidance system into the White House or a settlement.
Kinda goes without saying, but if you see any missiles lying around, make sure they can never, ever be used.
Database match indicates designation LMR-90.
That would be the missile, then. Please neutralize that fucking thing by any means necessary.
Damn it. The salvage crew just ran into those reinforcements. They need backup.